In order to have faith, you must become faithful. In order to be faithful, you must have faith. Welcome or welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist, Ty Guidance. And yes, that is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Now, with that being said, because there's no right or wrong way to heal yourself, always and only take what resonates as well as leave the rest. So if it does not apply, it's not for you, don't force it, let it fly. But most importantly, grab your pens, grab your paper, and be prepared to take notes. In this video, we're going to go over and discuss how to become faithful, how to have faith, how to believe in ourselves, including God, ancestors, and universe, if we choose to. Not to force religion or spirituality, because we don't do that. So take what resonates, leave the rest. But it's like, in order to believe, you have to want to, as well as some recommendations, some reminders, some disclaimers, and just certain things that you can expect and be aware of. Starting off with the topic of today's video. Starting off with the first disclaimer. Put it in the comment section, write it down on your notes, and say it out loud with me. In order to have faith, we must become faithful. That's it. That's all. The reason why people struggle with confidence, faith, or belief, whether it's from themselves, God, ancestors, universe, relationship, job, purpose, success, is because you are not faithful. And that's okay. That's okay. Each disclaimer I'm going to elaborate and break down, but let's get into the second one. The second disclaimer that follows up to the first disclaimer of you not being faithful is you have to be vulnerable. You have to be honest. You have to be accountable. You have to become responsible. Until you're honest about your faith, until you're honest about your responsibility, until you're accountable with your actions and your confidence, you're going to struggle. This is why it's so difficult and so challenging for you to believe in yourself or anything, especially when you decide to elevate and become the best version of yourself. You don't believe in yourself because you're not consistent. You don't have faith because you don't hold yourself accountable. You have to decide to be faithful in order to have faith. So what does that mean? You have to be able to trust yourself if you don't trust God or the ancestors or the universe. If you cannot show up for yourself, how do you expect to show up for the best version of yourself? How do you expect yourself to accomplish your goals or to do the things that you want to do in this life when you can't even do them for yourself? So the third disclaimer and the third thing that you need to be aware of is that learning to have faith takes time, is a skill, is something that you have to practice, is something that requires a lot of energy, a lot of effort. You don't have to rush your faith. You don't have to over-explain your faith. You don't have to prove your faith. Those who are going to get it are going to get it. Those who don't. And as somebody who does not force religion or spirituality, because everybody has free will, which means people are going to believe in what they believe in. As long as you are not hurting yourself or harming yourself, people are going to do what they want to do. We have to have enough faith and believe in ourselves and what it is that we believe in, that what is for us is going to be for us and what's not is not. We don't have to judge. We don't have to look down. We don't have to be condescending. We don't have to be conceited. We don't have to be arrogant. We don't have to be braggadocious. We don't have to stick our noses up. We don't have to talk badly about people, places, and things. If we're not going to educate, inform, and motivate, which we do on this platform, it doesn't matter. Let people do what they do. But when it comes to you having faith, you have to be able to understand that if you grew up and you didn't have a strong belief in yourself or the world or the reality, it's going to take time. If you grew up and you weren't taught and shown how to be confident, if you weren't taught and shown how to have faith in yourself or whatever religion or ideologies that you practice or worship, you got to be able to take the time to educate yourself. You got to be able to take the time to learn. It's a process. Learning to be faithful requires you to make certain actions repetitively for a long period of time. The same way we had faith to learn how to walk and learn how to talk is the same way we're going to have faith when we walk across the stage and we get our degrees and we get our diplomas and we get our certificates. The same way we're going to have faith when we buy our first car, when we make our first purchase, or when we invest into ourselves. It's the same amount of faith. You had to go to school. You had to learn. You had to have days where you were studying. You had to have days where maybe you were overwhelmed. You had days where you celebrated. It's a process. So lastly, the fourth and fifth disclaimer, or the fourth or fifth disclaimer, let me know because I lost count, is that when you are learning to be faithful, especially to the greatest and highest version of yourself, because that's what this video is about specifically in this playlist for the month of November, is that your faith is going to look different to other people. What you need to do may not look like everybody else's faith. That's why I tell you guys to take what resonates, leave the rest. And once again, I'm not forcing religion or spirituality. Because what you may need to do in order for you to become the best version of yourself, it may not make sense to somebody else. And that's okay. In order for us to believe in ourselves and to genuinely have a sense and a certain level of confidence, we have to know why we're being faithful. And that's how we're going to start off the recommendations. Number one, why, do you want to be faithful when it comes to yourself or God or the ancestors or the universe? Write it down in your notes. Write it down in the comment section. And before you say, oh, that's common sense. If common sense was common sense, don't you think everybody would think the same? You need to know why. Your why may not look like everybody else's why. So I need you to take your time. When you guys are watching these videos, you should always be taking your time, because this is information that you have to process. Just because you listen, just because you comprehend, doesn't mean that you took the time to process or were able to implement it. Meaning you applied what you know. People know information every day, all day. They don't apply it. What good is it? Take the time to figure out, why should you have faith in yourself? Why should you have faith in God? Why should you have faith in the universe? Why should you have faith in what it is that you want to do? Why should you have faith in becoming the best version of yourself? Because if you knew better, if you really were about that life, you wouldn't be doubting yourself. You wouldn't doubt God. You wouldn't doubt the ancestors. You wouldn't doubt the universe, and you wouldn't doubt yourself. You wouldn't have days where you feel like, oh, I can't do this, and then the next day be happy. No. You got to pick a side. We're either going to be 100% faithful or we're not. There's no in between. You don't get to pick and choose. You're not 100%. And if you are not 100%, you will be by watching the end of this video. And if you are 100%, then you have nothing to worry about, because you know everything's going to work out for you. But a lot of times, a lot of people are conflicted, and that's okay. So that's my first recommendation to you in order for you to become faithful. Figure out, why are you becoming faithful? The second recommendation, once you figure that out and you're honest and you're vulnerable and you're accountable, is to know, what can you do to start becoming faithful? So if you know why you're going to be faithful, the next thing is to realize, well, what can I do? What can I do to become faithful? What behaviors do I need to change? What actions do I need to start to implement? Do I need to start talking to myself nicer? Do I need to cut off certain people? What boundaries do I need to install within myself and others? Take the time, figure it out. Becoming faithful, like I said, if you were not taught and shown, is a skill. You must be able to practice this. Because in order for you to be faithful in anything, you have to want to. And that's the third recommendation. You have to make a decision. Let me know in the comment section. Write it down in your notes. Do you want to be faithful? Yes or no? And if you put yes or no, why? I want to be faithful because, etc., 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 blah, blah, blah. I will give you mine, or one of mine. I want to be faithful because at the end of the day, I know that if I don't do what I need to do, I'm going to be screwed. Okay? Like, don't make things complicated. Don't make it difficult. Do you want to be faithful? And if you're going to be faithful, are you willing to make the necessary changes? Don't make your life so much harder and so much difficult. You guys know I do not like people that stress. I don't like people that are anxious. I don't like people that are overwhelmed. I don't deal with it. I am very much so simple. Let's make it plain as Jane. Do we want to be faithful? Yes or no? Do you want to eat a cheeseburger? Yes or no? Do you want cheese on your burger? Yes or no? Do you want a brioche bun, or do you want a regular hamburger or hot dog bun? Like, all that extra stuff, because that's when you become conflicted and confused. So the fourth recommendation when it comes to you maintaining your faith is surrounding yourself with people who are already faithful or who want to be faithful. You have to remove yourself from anything or anybody who does not demonstrate faith. So people who are not reliable, people who are not dependable, people who are not compatible, people who you are not able to see the fruits of their labor, or people who are willing to try. If you're a faithful person and people don't have faith, you can't surround yourself with them, because that's when you'll start to doubt yourself. That's when you'll start to second guess yourself. That's when you start to be uncertain and unsure of yourself. You have to surround yourself with people who believe in the things that you want to experience in this life, or who are willing to contribute or help you. You have to be intentional in order for you to be faithful. So the fifth recommendation when it comes to faith, when you're unsure of moments of yourself or God or the ancestors, universe, or whatever it is, ask yourself why. You have to start clocking it and catching it in the moment. So if you're doubting yourself, ask yourself in the moment, and let me know in the comment section. Write it down in your notes. Why do you feel this way? Why do you feel uncertain about this outcome? Why do you feel insecure about this reality? Why do you feel like it's so difficult or so challenging to do the things that you want to do? So with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video all the way to the end. Like always, you guys, my elbow is ashy. As well as liking this video and turning on your post notifications. I'm gonna go ahead and put some lotion on my elbows, because I know somebody's gonna be like, her elbow's ashy. Okay, as well as follow me on all my social media platforms. All the information is down in the description box below. And liking the video, and let me know what you think and what resonate with you. But are we gonna be faithful, or are we gonna continue to struggle? As well as what you guys want to see moving forward, if you guys need a part 2. And when you guys follow me on all my social media platforms and booking your service and your session with me, my website's in the description. Follow me on Instagram and on TikTok so we can go live and talk about this in real time, so we know what we need to work on, things that we need to practice, or just certain things that we just need to let go of. But yeah, in order to be faithful, you have to have faith. Okay? Love you. Bye.